Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and AFTERLIFT. This is a one-shot. This is actually a really big graphic novel. It was put out for free for, this came out 2 weeks ago, back when nobody else was putting out comic books. Chip Zdarsky and Jason Liu decided, we're going to put out our comic book, and we're going to make it for free. So again, it's a comiXology exclusive. It was free. I don't know if that free thing still works now, but sorry, I did mention it way back in the day. I'm just mentioning it now. I'm looking at it, save 86%. Instead of $6.99 cover price, you simply get it for 99 cents online. This was a really good book. And if you're looking for a new comic book, and it's not just a standard size comic book, this is a big freaking book. Age rating for 15 plus. It's considered action, adventure, horror, and supernatural occult. Yes, I can stand by that. 126 pages. This is a big one. So it's written by Chip Zdarsky, currently writing Daredevil, wrote Life of Spider-Man, wrote The Invaders, wrote the one of the best Fantastic Four writers out there right now, as far as I'm concerned. Even though he hasn't actually written the Fantastic Four, he's written the Marvel 2-in-1, the most recent volume that had the Thing and the Human Torch mostly. Really, really solid stuff, man. Oh, and he's currently writing the X-Men plus Fantastic Four. Still waiting for issue number 404, damn it. But that's Chip Zdarsky. And also drawn by Jason Liu. Liu is really famous around the GTA, the Greater Toronto area, which Mississauga is a part of, which is where I live. And like he's seriously considered legend around here. Been in a whole bunch of cool stuff around here locally. On top of that, I believe he wrote and did the art for. He's the total creator of The Pitiful Human Lizard, which is just a character who doesn't have a whole lot of cool powers, but he makes do with what he can, and a hero is a hero, not based on what you can do, but what you do choose to do. Freaking fantastic book, huge cult following behind it. You should consider jumping in on that also. All that being said, let's talk about AFTERLIFT. So again, 126 pages. I was not expecting that when I jumped into this. I just saw Chip Zdarsky saying, hey, I'm going to make my comic free, and here's the thing. I saw it on Twitter, so if you've scroll through his Twitter feed and you find that release and you see the little code there, I can't remember what it was. It was a while ago. Then, hey, you're golden. You get to get the book for free. Otherwise, real talk, consider buying it for $1.99, or excuse me, for 99 cents. One lousy dollar, man. I mean, it's a good read. I'm not going to lie. Colors by Paris Alaine. Did the best I could. Lettered by Adita Bidkar. I probably should have tried to pronounce those names earlier. Oh well, I don't do edits. Okay, so this was pretty good. This is mostly about this girl named Janice who's just like an Uber driver, a Lyft driver. They actually mention Uber, or they mention Lyft, but they don't mention Uber. Some other kind of rideshare service. Who cares? So that's basically what she does. In fact, she loves driving so much that she quit her day job just to be able to drive at night because she just enjoys being able to think. And she's got a good car because, of course, you got to have money to make money, right? And yeah, that's what she does. And what do you call it? She's just dealing with things. And basically the crux, the turning point in this comic book comes when she pulls up, she gets this, call. She pulls up to this area. There's these 2-3 guys just hanging out on the street corner. And it looks like they're about to start throwing up on each other. They're just, they're fighting over stupid stuff. They're just absolute idiots. And she pulls up, she says, oh God, I really hope it's not them who made the call. Instead, it's this cute guy who she saw before and struck up a fairly cool conversation with earlier. And it's like, oh, I'm glad it was you. Little does she realize this is the moment that will change her life forever. This was a solid book that just kept on doing twists and turns. Look, the only complaint that I had about the book was I didn't know when it was going to end. I'm not so used to reading comiXology books. I've read plenty, but it's not the point. I always know what I'm getting into. It's usually a reread, something that I'm doing, with the exception of a few books here and there. Every so often somebody will send me, hey, here's a free comic book on comiXology. Awesome, thank you. I will read and review your book, no worries. In this particular case, it wasn't sent directly to me, so I just went directly to it instead of looking at the book itself on comiXology. I'm actually looking right now on comiXology, the information about it. Ride-sharing driver Janice Chen has enough to deal with, from annoying passengers to overbearing parents, but when she packs up a pair of mysterious strangers who are pursued by otherworldly forces, Janice realizes that her already terrified day might be headed straight to hell. From Chip Zdarsky, who did Sex Criminals and Daredevil, and Jason Liu, the Pitiful Human Lizard, hey, sounds like stuff I just said, comes a new series. Oh, it's a series? Wow. Featuring car chases, demon bounty. No, I'm not going to get into the rest of this stuff. That's crap. You're giving away too much. Look, go under my recommendation. This is a good book. You know what I'm saying? Understand that it's 126 pages, though. The only problem I had with this book was I didn't realize this book was going to be so long. So I'm just, okay, next page, next page, next page. Like, I'm just reading like that. I'm like, okay, I've gone more than 20, 22, 24, 30 pages. Like, what is going on? I'm at like maybe 50 pages. I'm like, is this the never-ending book? Is this book not going to end? Honestly, I would have had more enjoyment with it, because it's one thing to sit down and say, I'm going to have, a nice little comic book read. It's a different thing when you're setting up to read a novel. And of course, a graphic novel, trade paperback, something like that, you're going to set up your time appropriately. So literally, the only problem that I had with this book was, I'm like, when is this damn book going to end? Plus, there were 2 fake endings, 2 false endings. Keep on scrolling until you actually start seeing the credits. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah. And they're solid. They're good, dude. I dug on this. I definitely dug on this comic book. Even though I'm sitting here wondering, when is this damn book going to end? I was still enjoying it, because just as the part that they were doing started to get a little bit boring, suddenly there's a big twist, and like, oh my, okay, didn't expect that. And then, okay, well, so are we actually going to do so? Oh, shoot, okay, was not expecting that. Literally at the exact right paced moments, suddenly the book took a twist that I did not expect, and I was, oh, so very pleasantly surprised. And I think that you're going to be pleasantly surprised also. Know that this is 126 pages. It's a nice long effing book with a whole bunch of extra art at the back of the book. You know what I'm saying? Again, since I couldn't, hold the book in my hand and flip through it and see how many pages I got left, it was just kind of weird for me. Go into this knowing that it's going to be a long-ass read. I think that you're going to enjoy the hell out of this book. It's a solid read. I don't know. Honestly, I do not know how they're going to continue with this story. But it's Zdarsky and Liu. I trust that it's going to be good. Just saying. Anyway, guys, I am out. You should definitely consider checking this out. AFTERLIFT, only 99 cents right now. Unless you can go back and find it for free. Consider the 99 cents, man. Consider the 99 cents. Love you guys. Take it easy. Stay safe. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.